Here's a profile on a trade that is often underappreciated and sometimes misunderstood.
Le prochain reportage fait le profil d'un métier qui est rarement compris et généralement sous-apprécié.
Our training is pretty much the exact same thing as what the RCMP would go through. The only difference is that we have to cover military law, so we have to include the National Defense Act and policies and procedures that the military would follow as opposed to a civilian police service. In our environment, it's so unique and different that we serve as the police, but we also serve as soldiers. And at any time that the Canadian Forces deploy somewhere, the military police are always the first to go with that deployed unit. So regardless of where anybody in the world goes with the military, there will always be a military policeman with that deployed unit.
24-year-old male hurt his ankle, and there's maybe a possibility he may have been struck by a car.
We have a unit that's responding right now. Fire and EMS will roll just to ensure that the individual doesn't require medical attention. If he does, he'll likely be transported to Pembroke Regional Hospital. So everything all right?
Yeah, I turned to the DMC.
Okay. No injuries or?
Sprained ankle.
When I have to arrest someone, it's not as simple as just arresting them and then, going about my day. There's a lot of paperwork that has to get filed. There's a lot of typing on a computer. And again, we have to, cross our T's and dot our I's, because if we don't, that will in turn come around and be used against us when we're in court. It's a large part of what we do. We get a lot of misconception that, the police aren't doing anything, and, we just see the cars parked at the side of the road and all they do is pull people over and give them tickets. I mean, there's a very big misconception about what actually goes on. A lot of people aren't around when we're dealing with those complex calls, and when they see a car parked at the side of the road outside of a house, they have no idea what's going on there. They have no idea why the police have been called there. And it could be anything, like I said, ranging from domestic violence to a sexual assault, a sudden death. I mean, people really don't understand what it is that the police are doing on a day-to-day basis. The best that we can do is try to educate the public, and especially our clientele, which is the military, and really allow them to know what it is that we do. That's why we encourage ride-alongs, and we encourage people to come out and see exactly what we do on a daily basis. This is the last place that we ever want to put someone, and in the case where we can't release them because of their condition, whether it be intoxicated or violent, this is usually where they end up.
For Army News, I'm Sergeant Marco Camiso.